You think you need more willpower to be disciplined. You're wrong. What you actually need is to stop fighting your own brain and start working with it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a system that makes discipline feel automatic, like scrolling through your feed. Except this time it's for stuff that actually matters. This isn't some motivational speech or self-help nonsense. It's practical neuroscience you can use today. Let's get straight into it. Most people fail at discipline for one simple but brutal reason. They're trying to fight their biology instead of understanding it. Your brain isn't lazy, it's efficient. It's wired to conserve energy and hunt for instant rewards because that's how your ancestors survived for millions of years. When you try to study, hit the gym, or work on that side project, your brain sees effort without immediate payoff. So it activates energy-saving mode and pushes you toward the easy option. Checking TikTok gives you dopamine now. Binge-watching a show gives you instant pleasure. Staying in bed feels comfortable with zero effort. That's why you keep failing, not because you're weak, but because you're using the wrong approach. Science calls this ego depletion or decision fatigue. Every single decision you make during the day burns mental energy. Deciding what to eat for breakfast, what clothes to wear, answering texts, all of it drains your mental battery. By the time you need to be disciplined with something hard, your battery's already running on fumes and you collapse. It's biology, not character failure. But here's the good news. Once you understand the game, you can completely change how you play it. And step one is to stop focusing on doing and start focusing on being. This sounds vague, but hold on. Most people try to build discipline by focusing on isolated actions. Today I'm going to study for 2 hours. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up early. Next week I'm going to hit the gym. But each action requires a fresh decision that burns mental energy. The real solution is to shift your identity. Instead of saying, today I'm going to study, say I'm someone who studies every day. Instead of today I'm going to work out, say I'm someone who takes care of their body. Seems like a tiny shift, but neuroscience shows that when you act from a clear identity, action becomes automatic. It's no longer a draining decision, it's just who you are. When you wake up thinking I'm a disciplined person, your brain searches for behaviors that confirm that identity. It's the same mechanism that makes someone who considers themselves an athlete go to the gym even when they're exhausted. They don't need motivation, they act from identity. So here's your first practical move. Pick one micro-identity that's clear and specific. I'm someone who completes my first task before checking my phone. I'm someone who respects their sleep schedule. I'm someone who finishes what they start. Write this sentence on a sticky note and put it where you'll see it every morning. This activates a psychological phenomenon called priming, which prepares your brain to act consistent with that identity. If this makes sense, drop a comment with the micro-identity you're gonna adopt starting today. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video right now. But having a clear identity isn't enough if the initial action is still hard. That's where the second pillar comes in. The 2-minute rule on steroids. The original idea says any habit can be scaled down to a 2-minute action. Want to read more? Just open the book. Want to work out? Just put on your sneakers. This works because it reduces initial resistance to almost zero. Your brain doesn't resist something that only takes 2 minutes. But let's take it further. Don't just reduce the action, make it stupidly small but visible. Want to study? Write one single sentence in your notebook. Want to work out? Do one single push-up. Want to work on your project? Open the file and type the title. This sounds ridiculous, but it works for a powerful reason. Once you start, your brain enters a state called action momentum. That first action fires up the neural circuit and the following actions flow easier. It's like pushing a car. The first push is the hardest, but once it's rolling, keeping it moving takes way less effort. And here's the extra hack. Keep a simple visual log of these micro-actions. Use a notebook or a sheet taped to your wall. Every day you complete your minimum action, mark an X. When you see a chain of X's growing, your brain won't want to break it. It's the same principle that makes Duolingo streaks or Snapchat streaks addictive. Seeing visible progress releases dopamine and pushes you to continue. But let's be real. Even with clear identity and minimal actions, some days you just don't have the energy. That's where the third pillar comes in. Environment is everything. If you rely on willpower to resist distractions, you've already lost. The key is to design your environment so the right choice is the easiest and the wrong choice is the hardest. Practical examples. If you want to study without distractions, leave your phone in another room before you sit down. If you want to work out in the morning, lay out your gym clothes next to your bed the night before. If you want to eat healthier, don't buy junk food. If it's not in your house, you can't eat it. These changes eliminate decisions and friction. Every tiny barrier you remove dramatically increases your odds of taking action. Finally, you need a protocol for bad days, because they're going to happen. Real discipline isn't measured on good days when you're energized and motivated. It's measured on horrible days when everything goes wrong. That's why you need what I call your minimum survival line. It's the microscopic version of your routine that you can do even on your worst day. If you normally study for an hour, your survival line is 5 minutes. If you normally work out for 40 minutes, your line is 10 push-ups. The goal isn't to perform at your peak, it's to keep the identity alive. Because what kills discipline isn't failing one day, it's completely breaking the chain and saying, screw it, I'll start again Monday. Now you've got the complete system. Clear identity that guides automatic decisions. Minimal actions that eliminate initial resistance. Designed environment that makes doing the right thing easy. Survival protocol for terrible days. This doesn't require superhuman willpower. It just requires understanding how your brain works and building a system that works with you instead of against you. If this approach makes sense and you want to apply it, smash that like button and subscribe for more no BS content. Comment the first micro action you're going to implement today. And share this video with someone who's still waiting for motivation instead of building real systems. Discipline isn't something you find, it's something you build, and now you know exactly how to do it.